I had a comment on one of my videos today, and it kind of stopped me in my tracks a bit because I'm trying to publish every day, and I've got a few things that I recorded previously that I thought were half decent and maybe I could release. And I was just planning to release some of that stuff to buy me time to think of new stuff. But I got this comment on one of my videos, and I was thrilled. And so thank you, Will, if you're real. That's the point. Like, I was really thrilled to see a comment from someone, and positive comment as well. Um, and and then my first sort of reaction after that, once I'd had a moment, was like, "Is this real?" And it's kind of sad, isn't it? Like, because to get the comment and like think it's a real person, and they say, "Good shit, Giles." Like, to me that feels like there's some connection that's happening there, right? Like, connection is a meaningful thing. That's one of the things that brings meaning into our lives, and even though that's a small piece of connection with a stranger, like, that's still meaningful, and especially if there's something that sort of feels like there's something valuable as well in the connection, or some like greater depth than what you might normally get um at the grocery store or wherever. So it's kind of sad that I had that doubt about whether it's real. And by the way, Will, if you are real and you want to drop another comment, I'd love to hear from you just to know that you're real. But then he may not, if he is real, even see another episode. So I may never know. And actually, it reminds me a little bit of VAR in football, which I dislike quite a lot, where like someone scores a goal, and now in 2025, like, well, you don't know if it actually is a goal or not because they're going to go back and look at it like 20 which other ways, and I could talk more about that stuff as well because it's kind of a philosophy issue and an issue about the mind. But that may have to be another episode. But like, previously in football, you have the joy of scoring a goal, and it's just like the immediacy of life. Um, and then you add this technology layer, and the immediacy and freshness and aliveness of life like is taken away. Same with the comment. Like, if that had been me and Will having a conversation face to face, and he expresses some type of positive feedback, like, that's instant connection. But it's also like, it's not something you can doubt. Like, you're experiencing it with your senses. In this case, I'm not experiencing it with my senses. I'm experiencing it like through the intermediary of the internet. And so I don't know if it's really real. And the more technology we insert in our experiences, the more we are diverted from our senses and the immediacy of the moment, and therefore, it cuts us off from like real life in a way. And another way of thinking about that, I guess, is like, the more we go into our technology, which is all the product of our like rational mind, like the more we go into extensions of our mind, and the further we are away from life itself, which, that's a whole other like big topic and big episode. But I do feel like, in essence, like the spiritual like thing that we're all desperately craving is like, it's so simple at the end of the day. It's just, it ultimately comes down to just feeling more alive. And the more thinking you do, the less alive you feel, because thinking takes you into like past and future and like imaginary worlds, whereas life is right now, and it always is and only ever is right now. So anyway, this is a bit jumbled, but well, if you're real, thank you so much. And if you're not real, then this was a fun episode to do anyway, from both of us. And with that said, thank you and good night.